And when we think about, what we heard from Edward and what we heard from Sherry, it's very sobering. And which is why I want to thank you all for being here tonight. And I certainly want to thank Carmen and Jennifer and our programming team, our partnership with the United Nations, for allowing us to have this platform through the World Cafe to talk about such a very important and necessary and urgent topic as it relates to literacy. And I certainly want to thank the panel here for the contributions that you're making in the shared vision that we all have to improve the literacy outcomes of not just Houstonians, but really worldwide. It's the goal. My name is Nicole Robinson, and I am a proud HPL employee, and I have the very distinguished honor of working for the Houston Public Library and working under the leadership of a very visionary director in Dr. Rhea Brown Lawson. As Director of Digital Inclusion and as an executive member of our leadership team, my responsibility is to help advance the strategic work that we're doing around service priorities relative to literacy, workforce development, technology access and instruction, and support for student success. It really is all of it, as we heard, is really so very important. But I'm extremely excited to talk with you tonight, particularly as we celebrate National Library Week, but to talk about new initiatives the library is undertaking around literacy and the advancement of literacy and helping to reduce that illiteracy rate that we heard about. When we think about the Houston Public Library and the programs that we are offering, it's monumental. We're doing those traditional services of family-centered reading programs, helping to support workforce initiatives through digital literacy training. As a fact, we had over almost 200,000 people who participated in those programs. And so the good news is that we are reaching those populations, but obviously there's lots of work to be done. And we're very excited about the newest initiative that we have, which is the launch of the Lifelong Learning Center. And we're excited about the enthusiasm that's been generated, because essentially what we're doing is taking the work around literacy that's happening and really advancing and taking it to the next level. Looking at the way that we work as in a very innovative way, taking our partnerships, taking our programs and the people that we're touching, and really looking at how we can, advance that work and take it to the next level through this Lifelong Learning Center. And so as we think about partnerships, we are extremely grateful for the work that the Houston Center for Literacy is doing. As an example, a lot of the statistics that you heard tonight were statistics as a result of the work that they've done. There was not information around literacy and statistics until recently, and we're grateful for their work in that regard, because it's very important in helping to provide the justification, helping to really provide that validation of why this is important, not just for you and I sitting here, but for our entire city around that. We also are grateful for the partnerships we have with organizations like Literacy Advance, Houston Community College, to name a few. But as we endeavor into this new area with the Lifelong Learning Center, we're particularly pleased with partnerships that we now have with entities like the National Centers for Families Learning and Better World Books and HEB. I'm smiling even wider today because as a result of the partnerships that we have with Rosen Publishing, who donated, just today we had a press event where they donated 20,000 books towards our summer reading program and towards our literacy initiatives. When we think about books in the homes of children, right now having books in the home is really the only correlation that we have as an indicator for reading levels. So it's very important, particularly when we know that 61% of families that are underserved don't have books in their home. And so we are excited for the first time as a result of this donation that we're going to be able to provide free books to children when they register for the summer reading program. And so we are extremely ecstatic about that. We are also proud of the fact that through these partnerships, we are able to embark upon new programs, new ways of thinking, uncharted territory for libraries, if you will, putting us outside the box. And one of those is the Toyota Family Learning Program in partnership with the National Center for Families Learning. The Toyota Family Learning Program takes traditional programming for parents and children and intergenerational learning, but really infuses service learning. You know, what are we doing for our communities? It infuses mentoring, how we as families can work together and learn together and grow together. And so this is an initiative. We were the first library ever chosen to embark upon this work, and are really excited about what it means in terms of how we connect with families and children around literacy and around learning. We're also excited about another program that's called the HPL Healthy Life, and it's literacy initiative for everyone. There was a report, you may have heard it on the news this morning, talking about the health status of Houston. We're obese. In fact, we rank number 19, I think, as part of the last America's Trust survey. 66% of area adults are obese, 34% of our children are obese. So ensuring that we can provide our families and our communities access to information and resources that will help them to be aware of how they can eat better and the things that they can do, like we saw today in movement, simple things that they can do to help change their lives. So through that initiative, we are working with families in a very different way than we have. Also, we are working with entities like Better World Books, where we're putting cutting edge technology in the hands of learners. So ESL, GED classes are having access to iPads where they can learn this technology to help with their learning when they otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity. And when we know that the GED is now online, it's forcing those communities to be able to have access to those resources. And then we have an initiative called the Pop-Up Library, and it's exactly what it sounds. It's libraries popping up in non-traditional places, like an HEB grocery store as an example. So being able to meet people where they are is what we are essentially all about. So libraries at the forefront, libraries working to bring value to our communities through important partnerships and collaborations is what we're really excited about. We will be launching the Lifelong Learning Center in September, so there will certainly be more to come in that regard. But again, thank you so much for being here tonight, because it shows that you are cared and that you're interested in how we can improve the quality of life for Houston. So thank you.